Everyone in the world could be subjected to the U.S. estate tax and don't even know it. Renee Glendinning at Berkery Barberio, a CPA firm, wrote a great article on estate taxes, and I wanted to go over some points that most people are not aware of. First of all, I would avoid investing any money in the USA if you want to avoid the estate tax, no matter who you are. If you're a non-resident alien or a U.S. citizen that's thinking about relinquishing your U.S. citizenship and you want to eliminate your taxes, you need to be keenly aware of what I'm going to actually be telling you. And because you don't plan ahead of time, you could be losing a tremendous amount of money in estate taxes. In this video, I'm going to be going over and showing you how to avoid the U.S. estate tax and relinquishing your U.S. citizenship or being a non-resident alien of the USA. Won't necessarily solve your problem. Also, if you want to learn how to legally get your taxes to zero or how to get a second passport as quick as 3 months, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button to the right of your screen here and you'll get new videos as they come out automatically. And don't forget to hit the notification bell next to the subscription button. And number 2 is I'd like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below and I'll get back with you. And number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and hit the top bar of any page where it says apply with us and then fill out the questions. And then hit the bar at the bottom of the question form that says send it to us so we can help get back with you. We deal with a lot of citizenship by investment and residency by investment countries. I think you'd be interested in learning about all over the world. Okay, now many foreign nationals own U.S. real estate and hold title in their individual names. They're often surprised to learn that if they still own the property at the time of their death, U.S. estate tax could be payable. The tax laws with respect to U.S. estate taxation of U.S. citizens and what's called domiciliaries differ significantly from the U.S. estate tax laws of non-domiciliaries. And when we say non-domiciliaries, we're talking about non-resident aliens of the U.S. All right, now, for 2020, the estate of U.S. citizen or domiciliary decedent is allowed an exemption of $11,580,000 before the imposition of an estate tax. The U.S. citizen, or what's called a domiciliary, is subject to the U.S. estate tax on the fair market value of all assets owned wherever situated at the time of death. This amount is reduced by the fair market value of worldwide mortgages, debts, administration expenses of the decedent. In addition, an unlimited marital deduction is allowed to the estate for property passing to the U.S. citizen surviving spouse. All right, now in contrast, a non-domiciliarian, again, this is a non-resident alien of the U.S., is only subject to the U.S. estate tax on certain U.S. citizen assets. However, instead of receiving an exemption of $11,580,000, the exemption for non-domiciliaries is only $60,000 U.S. dollars. Most people don't know this. In addition, the deduction for mortgages, debts, and administration expenses is limited based on the value of U.S. assets to worldwide assets. For example, if U.S. assets were valued at $500,000 and worldwide assets were valued at $5 million, 10% of the value of worldwide mortgages, debts, and administration expenses would be allowable as a deduction against the value of the U.S. estate. In this example, even if the mortgage was secured by the U.S. real estate, only 10% of the value would be deductible against the U.S. estate. An exception to this is if the debt on the U.S. real estate is non-recourse. Under this scenario, the full amount of the debt would be deductible. In most cases, the debt on the U.S. property is recourse debt, and the deduction is therefore limited to the ratio of U.S. to worldwide assets. All right, now for U.S. real estate, while U.S. real estate is the most common asset subject to the U.S. estate tax for non-domiciliary decedents, other U.S. citizen assets could also be subject to the estate tax. These assets could include tangible personal property and shares in publicly traded or closely held domestic corporations held in the personal name of the decedent, such as shares in Microsoft, Coca-Cola, Facebook, or Google as an example. U.S. estate tax returns are required to be filed no later than 9 months after the date of death, at which time any estate tax is payable. The filing of the return may be extended for a maximum of 6 months, but the extension of the filing of the return does not extend the time to pay the estate tax. Now, the U.S. currently has estate tax treaties with 14 countries. In addition, the income tax treaty between the U.S. and Canada contains provisions dealing with the U.S. estate tax. The provisions of each country treaty are varied, but a significant reduction and elimination of the U.S. estate tax could result from the proper application of the provisions of the treaties. All right, now the USA has death tax treaties that are in effect with the following countries: Australia, Austria, Canada, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Ireland, Italy, Japan, Netherlands, South Africa, Switzerland, and the UK. All right, in summary, I'm going to give you some, basically my opinion on this. Don't buy any assets in the USA because the threshold of 60,000 US will be quickly met, and possibly losing everything over this limit at 40% and estate tax needs to be avoided. Anyway, if you want to learn more how to legally get your taxes to zero, how to get a second passport as quick as 3 months, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button to the right of your screen here, and you'll get new videos as they come out automatically. Number 2 is I'd like to hear from you. If you got a question or a comment, just put it below, and I'd be glad to get back with you. And number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and hit that button at the top of the homepage that says Apply with Us. Questionnaire form comes up. Fill that question form out, and at the bottom of that form, it'll say Send it to us. Hit that, and then we'll get back with you and see what we can do to help solve whatever problem you got. We deal with a lot of citizenship by investment and residency by investment countries all over the world I think you'd be interested in learning about, and we'll help you get your taxes to zero. Thanks for watching. I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.